Now, whilst most of us are getting excited about spring flowering going on outside, there's a lot going on with your indoor plants, your house plants this time of the year as well. They're about to burst into new growth. But if you've got existing plants at home, this is the perfect time to take them outside. Wash down the foliage, wipe off any grime, any dust that's built up, give the leaves a nice clean, and let it sit in a glass house or in a sheltered position for the next 4 to 6 weeks, because that'll be when the new foliage starts to flush through. But in the meantime, one thing that you should be thinking about is some alternative plants, so that you have some inside all year round and then some outside, and you can just keep swapping them over. And whilst they get some fresh air, you want to replace them with new plants. There are so many different types that you can add to your collection, and Flora Plant is a grower producing a wide array of varieties that are incredibly good indoors. My mate Richard runs the show, and what he doesn't know about houseplants just isn't worth knowing. So Richard, the thing with houseplants is a lot of people think of them as, you know, they're a foliage plant or maybe they're a flowering plant like a cyclamen. But you can mix and match, you can do anything with them, can't you? And you can have a bit of everything.
Yeah, you can. Look, and there's such a great diversity as well. You can choose plants for height, you can choose plants to sit low or creep or fall. For me, I'm a greenery person, so I like to stick with the foliage lines.
Yep.
Try and pick plants that complement each other,
Yep.
and that's a good range right
So
there.
this is a good example here. You've got yourself a fern, you've got yourself a syngonium and beautiful pink foliage form, and then you've got these little phontonias, right?
Yeah, the little nerve plants.
Yeah.
So they're very slow growing, so they'll always stay nice and low at the bottom while the other two expand
And
upwards.
all you literally do is take them out of their little pot, pop them into here, fill in some peat. You're using peat as your potting mix.
Correct.
Around the outside. And once it's planted, water it, let the water drain through, and then
And
straight
drop it
into the
in.
bowl.
Yep, and straight on the dinner table or coffee table.
Dinner table, coffee table, even better, the desk at work.
Correct.
Now, whilst Richard shared his favourites, here's 3 of mine, and they grow really well together. The first one is that stunning devil's ivy, one of the ultimate hanging basket plants, or climbers. They are great to put up a totem pole. The other, spathiphyllum, it's an all-time favourite, and it's often known as white sails because of the white flowers they produce. Richard can't even wait for the flowers to arrive because they sell so quickly. And the last one is the anthurium or flamingo flower, one of my all-time favourites. Beautiful flowers in all sorts of colours these days, reds, pinks, whites, and even a dark burgundy. Now, if you're thinking about creating your own planter at home, there are some rules. So the idea is you thrill, you spill, and you fill. Now, this is a classic example of something that is going to be a real thrill. Beautiful foliage. This little Photonia over here is going to grow over the side. It's going to spill, and the fern that's sitting in here is going to fill it out. That's the theory with these. This is the perfect planter for maybe the coffee table at home, even better on the edge of your desk at work. And the great thing about these smaller pots is you can create something like this in a very cost-effective way. So keep your eye out for these little starter plants and plant up as many as you possibly can. It does make such a big difference to how your house and your office looks.